We have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champions, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. As the first down is still going. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they've loved to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier and Lawrence Phillips and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on the screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And the Huskers will try to keep this drive moving. And the single back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Finds an open target on the left side. Will be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
The Cornhuskers line up on 1st and 10 now. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the same runner's got it again. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow the defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put.
Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
This is a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, to me, I think the quarterback.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. Picks up the first, looking for more. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Bulldogs, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Point after, up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Play action here on first down. Caught by the receiver. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And the runner takes off to his right. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks left and finds his target there. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
The Huskers lining up here on 1st and 10. The back's got it. Running with purpose.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Touchdown, Nebraska, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. So they find the reliable tight end. He makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, you got a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
And the extra point was up and good. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short completion of the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Receiver in motion now. And here's the handoff. Breaks free. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so Really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action. Opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And they pick up the first on the ground. And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. It's a shotgun run call. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To bootleg here. On the move now. Tries the right with a quick throw. What a catch! Ray moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Man, it is awfully tough on a defense when a quarterback's able to move outside of the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield looking for those open targets. You don't know whether to attack him and try to bring him down or to stay back and defend the pass.
The Cornhuskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pressure is coming. Quarterback looking to scramble.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Second down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskers.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They're going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Good job by the defense forcing this pitch to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. The problem is they gave up some positive yards there, but at least they brought him down.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And is intercepted. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finding some room at the 25. They get him with the ground, but an explosive running play there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And the Huskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying for a touchdown here. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Hand off to the single back. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And the Bulldogs will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. This one will be fair caught. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. So after the incompletion, it's second down. And there's the handoff. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Breaks into open space. Slides to avoid the big hit. The Cornhuskers come up to the line in the hurry-up. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught near the goal line. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass rush closing in. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Pass midfield. Inside the 30. At the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Meadow's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Huskers will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
He's past the marker and still going. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On first down, it's play action. It's a quick grab. In the clear at the 25. They finally make the stop, but a huge gain sets up a first and goal. Dogs trying to punch it in. It's first and goal.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Offense facing second and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Here's a run call on third and goal. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Looked to me like this offense tried to catch the defense napping, but give credit to the defense. They blow that run play up, and now we've got a critical decision here on fourth and goal.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on fourth and goal here. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. And he's got it. No problem.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Now the handoff. Runs through the defender. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Play fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, this is why you get the ball out there to your playmakers. Not just catching the pass, but also being prepared to do something with the football once you have it in your hands, and he shows he's got that ability here.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Touchdown, Nebraska. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Now, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Kirk.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. An inside give now from the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Looking for his big tight end. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On the move now. Looking to scramble now. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking for his back. That pass is caught. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The Bulldogs are in the red zone now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And he'll drop back here on third down. He escapes the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Grabbed by the receiver. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Handoff here from the shotgun. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
They'll kick it away here. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. On first and 10, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
First down here for this offense. Wants to throw it. And it's caught. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. The Dogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And the tailback's got it again. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Georgia now operating in the red zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Now it's second down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this time it's complete. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll run it here. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking to scramble. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Ball handed off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Running out of time in the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Oh, that is a killer right here for this defense. They did a great job, had everything accounted for except one thing, the quarterback. And it's a great job by this quarterback recognizing that when things are breaking down, get out of the pocket and take it himself. First down and keep that clock moving.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. leaning on the run game here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd and short. This offense can keep this up. They're going to wrap the game up comfortably. And now the running back's got it again. First down and more. He's still running. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Cornhuskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. Takes the toss and heads left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Here's the punt, high in the air. Well, down the punt just inside the 45-yard line. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking deep for late game heroics. And the pass falls in.